Visibility is the hallmark of a healthy relationship. We all want to feel like we are being seen and heard by our partners. Well, on today's case, Mrs. Francombe says her once charming, responsible, and attentive husband has checked out of their marriage and become someone she doesn't even recognize. She says Mr. Ruiz's childish tantrums, refusal to hold down a job, and addiction to video games are just a few of the contributing factors to the dismal state of their marriage. Mr. Ruiz says he's the same man he's always been, as far as he can tell. The only thing that's changed is his wife's attitude. Mrs. Francombe says that her attitude has not changed at all. But if Mr. Ruiz doesn't do something quick, their marital status just might. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Francombe versus Ruiz.
Thank you very much. Ms. Francombe, you're here in court today because you say the stress of this marriage has really taken its toll on you and you want a divorce. You say your husband is inconsiderate, doesn't provide financially, and is overbearing and self-centered. You say you'd really rather be single than put up with this toxic relationship another day.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ruiz, you are here because you say it's your wife's attitude that's been causing the issues in your marriage. You say your wife doesn't have your back, doesn't set boundaries with other men, and she's secretive. You hope to salvage your marriage, but you need her to make some changes herself.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, how did we get here today?
Well, Your Honor, there's been a lot of problems between us. When I first met him, he was my Prince Charming. I met him, I had a connection with him right away. I felt that he was the man that I've been looking for many years, and I felt those butterflies again, and I wanted to get to know this man.
But why are you here today? Why did you bring Mr. Ruiz to court?
I'm tired, I'm frustrated, and I'm ready to be done with this. I have no more patience. You know, I'm checked out, basically.
Mr. Ruiz, your wife says she has basically checked out because so many things have been going on in this relationship that she doesn't have any more energy to spend. What do you say?
I kind of feel the same way. It's like disconnected. It's no more like in the beginning.
So in other words, you both are feeling like why you got into this marriage is not what you are getting out of this marriage.
Correct, yes.
So I'm gonna come back to you, Ms. Francombe, since you brought the case. Tell me what has changed. I know you met at a friend's house, and from there, it started off really promising. How to get here?
Well, Your Honor, there's a lot of things that I would like to discuss about, but the main thing is I just lost my mother to COVID recently.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
The pandemic has hit me emotionally, and he has no sympathy at all. When I say no sympathy, we were in a market doing our groceries, and the butcher at the market mentioned to my husband and said, can you please pull your mask up? You know,
Oh, he was wearing it like a chin strap?
Correct.
You know how people don't wear the mask correctly? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So it became a big altercation. You know, instead of him following the guidelines, he made a big ordeal. He started arguing with the butcher. It became a situation where the butcher decided to call the manager in the store, and he refused to do so. And I got frustrated because I was trying to calm him down.
I gotta understand this. One second. Ms. Ruiz, what's with the mask drama?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I refuse to use it, and I think when it's your time, it's your time.
Meaning you okay with dying because you being silly and won't put a mask on your face?
No, you're not. No, it's not that I'm okay to dying, but when it's your time, it's your time.
But wait a minute, I'm lost with this. So I may be biased, and you're supposed to disclose when you're sitting on the court bench when you're biased. I serve on the COVID task force for the minority community on behalf of the United States. So Black and brown people, in which we all four of us are a part of that community, it's taking its toll on us a whole heck of a lot. So whatever they got in their arsenal to help us get through this pandemic, I think you're supposed to try to do. Am I right or wrong, Ms. Francombe?
Correct, Your Honor.
Well, yeah, but the thing is the guy, the butcher, was telling me in a rude way He wasn't.
What did he say?
He didn't even say the right way to me. He was rude and he was.
What did he say? Because I want to hear what he said.
He just said, "Hey, can you put your mask on?" And with attitude.
Well, what attitude did he have other than you know good and doggone well there's a sign that says put your mask on and you didn't put it on?
Yes, I understand that, but there's ways and. Well, that was the first. And
what
then,
way did you want him to say it? Because this is, as you can see, I got it right over here for the people that don't want to listen to the mask mandate. So you're going to have to talk me through. What did you need to hear? And how much hand-holding do you need to put a mask on your face?
I need to hear manners in a place or something like that. But there was one thing. The other thing is that I feel that she was either even on his side instead of being on my side because it's my
Your
partner.
side is stupid. I'm sorry. Did I say that? Your side is dumb. It's dumb. There's a sign, I guarantee you, on the store saying wear your mask. And if you need to come into that store, you need to wear your mask. And it's been proven by science that the mask helps with the prevention of spreading any infection. Why do you think people used to walk around with masks? Why do you think doctors walking around with masks in the hospital? Because they don't want to get what you got. If that's all you have to do to protect your family, and your mother-in-law just died from COVID. So you know your wife is already not feeling great about anybody who could have spread COVID, because as an older woman, she's more susceptible. As a brown woman, she's more susceptible.
I still think that
you're wrong.
Was not the right way.
Now you're wrong on that, so you're never gonna win that argument, so you might just say, okay, ma'am. What else you got, Miss Francombe? You're never gonna win that argument, because it's dumb. Sorry.
We went to the gym. Another gentleman came up to me trying to guide me how that will work. Across the room, I see my husband literally running across the gym, and it became a big altercation, Your Honor.
Those are just the guys that they just go picked up girls at the gym.
But why would you get into an altercation with them?
Because I didn't like it.
Well, Your Honor, I am so disconnected physically, emotionally. I'm like a zombie, running around, trying to deal with coping.
How do you maintain a marriage, though, feeling like I'm walking around like a zombie?
Well, Your Honor, it's hard. But I'm, taking counseling. I'm working, with everything on a day-to-day basis. Grieving, it's a hard thing to go through.
You said it's taken its toll on you. How else has it affected you?
It has affected me where me trying to regulate my emotions. Sometimes I'm having a good day. I wake up like, any other day. Some days I'm not myself. Sometimes I'm just disconnected from the world. I'm trying to figure out how this happened.
Are you getting therapy?
As we speak, yes, ma'am. I'm working on that.
Mr. Ruiz, how is this affecting you in your home? Because your wife said it's taking its toll, and she admits there are days that she just wakes up and feels like she's disconnected. How is it affecting you, sir?
Sometimes I can talk to her. Sometimes I cannot even say nothing because she's 1 minute she's good and the other is mad or sad or something. I try to be there, but I can find a way to get there. You know what I mean? So it's affecting. It's affecting.
So I understand that Mrs. Francombe, it's also affected you and your ability to hold down the job that you want, but you're also complaining that your husband is just not focused anymore. Help me to understand that.
Well, due to the pandemic, I've been struggling trying to find a job.
Yes.
And the pandemic is really hard. It's affected me in many ways, Your Honor. One of the things is I don't feel that he understands what this pandemic has brought to the table by not us being able to keep down the finances. He loves playing video games. I'm out there looking for work, trying to make sure that I'm holding down my side and being able to provide for our family. And at this case, I don't feel he's there with me. What I give you...
So you're out looking for work and sort of beating the pavement, And you say your husband's home playing video games?
Correct, Your Honor.
Does Mr. Ruiz work outside of the home?
Yes, Your Honor, here and there.
So it's part-time and it's not something stable?
Correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Ruiz, what's going on with you and the work situation?
Well, the worst situation I have right now for the moment is on calls. So they ask me if I'm available and I'll just go to work. But like she said that day, I was just taking a me day. I play for that day, and it's not that I do it every day, all day long, but that day I took a day for me.
How often do you take those me days, sir?
Whenever I can.
Why not look for work?
Because the job that I do, it gives us enough money for everything, because it's on calls, it's part-time, but it's well paid.
So are you saying, Mrs. Francombe, that you don't find him ambitious enough or supportive enough? I want to be very clear on what you're saying, the impact of the finances of your home is because the defendant is playing video games on a regular basis.
Well, Your Honor, it's not like he says. He plays every day, sometimes more than 12 hours a day.
More than 12 hours a day?
Yes, Your Honor. Why I'm out there looking for work, trying to make sure that I'm bringing in money to the household. So I don't understand why he needs to play so much. I think as a marriage, as a team, we're a team, and there's no team.
Mr. Ruiz, it seems like you and your wife are very disconnected on what the goals of a marriage and relationship are.
I even came down to going to therapy with him, and he decided that once we had arrived to the therapy session, that he was not gonna go through with it.
Mr. Ruiz, do you not believe in therapy?
No, Your Honor. I don't believe in therapy.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. Ms. Francombe, you seem very secure in yourself. Do you find your husband secure?
No, he's so insecure, Your Honor. We went to the gym like any other couple does in America. I didn't know exactly how the machine worked, the structure. Another gentleman came up to me trying to guide me on how that will work. Across the room, I see my husband literally running across the gym. And it became a big altercation, Your Honor. And he started arguing with the gentleman. What was he doing, talking to me?
Was he the trainer?
No, it was just a
random guy?
A random guy trying to help me figure out the machine because I wasn't quite sure how that machine in particular worked.
This guys, he had a group of friends, and those are just the guys that they just go picked up girls at the gym. They don't even go to work out.
That's what we call gym rats. Those are the guys that just sort of hang at the gym and...
They don't even go to work out. They just go to see who's pretty and, oh, I'm gonna go talk to her. So
but why would you get into an altercation with them?
Because it's just like, I don't understand. I don't like it. It's like unrespectful. Like, if you see a couple, why are you even gonna try to do that?
But were you standing right there next to your wife?
I was doing my thing. We work out. We go to work out together, but no, we're not in the same machine,
So
obviously.
how did the guys, how were they supposed to know not to go up to your wife? Did you see what I'm saying? She doesn't know them. She's not being disrespectful.
But
at all.
Been.
Okay, well, then it's so easy to roll over there because that's your wife. Give her a kiss, give him a look, and go on back and do your business because you going home with her. So there's no reason for you to get mad. You already won.
Well, I just feel the need going to the front desk and tell them because I didn't like it.
Okay. Is there anything that connects the two of you?
I've even came down to going to therapy with him. You know, I set up a therapy appointment to see how we could, reconnect and kindle back again. And he decided that once we had arrived to the therapy session, that he was not gonna go through with it.
Mr. Ruiz, do you not believe in therapy?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
But you admit that there's a chasm of communication.
Yes, I do that, but I don't think other person is gonna fix whatever is between me and her.
Why not think about it as somebody that maybe can help us become one again? Does that make sense to you?
No, I don't believe in therapy.
Well, Miss Francombe, there's some people that are, as I say in my church, not equally yoked.
Amen.
Sometimes you're just not compatible. You know, it's always been my theory that the first 18 months, you're not really dating the person, you're dating their agent. The real stuff doesn't show up to the hard times. The pandemic is about as hard as it gets. Losing your mother, not gonna be anything harder. I know that experience. It's the worst phone call you'll ever get, and my heart breaks for you. But you have to determine if this is the kind of relationship you want long term. For your own mental state, you can't continue to go up and down, you know that. You have to heal from that terrible loss and that grief, but you have to heal with a partner. And if you can't see your husband as that partner, that marriage is not going to work. And I'm sorry that I'm the third party that's saying that, because Mr. Ruiz doesn't believe in having a third party say it.
Well, Your Honor, I told her you can maybe go and check for yourself because of what just happened. And might be helping us, and so we can be better.
So you don't believe in the third party, but you kind of like me a little bit and think I at least make sense.
I just told her that if she's down for that, she's free to go and do it.
But you're not going to
But
be there to support her.
I will be a supporter, but in a different way, not there.
The only thing that works, you got to work on yourself as an individual first. You all have to learn how to fight better. You guys have to learn how to express gratitude for little things again and try to savor your time together. So instead of it being a fight at the gym, it should have been fun. How long did we have to wait to be able to go in the gym again?
Correct.
Yeah.
And you have to decide that you're going to celebrate each other. And Mr. Ruiz, I'm going to tell you, you're a tough cookie to break. But if you don't want to stand there next to your wife through all of this, that's not going to work. Even though she has divorce papers in the back. It may not happen today. She might not say, I'm ready to sign. But I'll tell you what, it's going to happen. Because at some point, she's going to say, I deserve more. And it doesn't make you a bad guy. It just might not make you the guy for her. Miss Francombe, I got the papers in the back. You want them, or shall I keep them right now?
I want to hold off a little bit. I still have hope, Your Honor. I need him to cooperate and meet me halfway.
Mr. Ruiz, you heard what your wife said. Do you agree or not?
I do.
Then you need to turn to your wife and you need to tell her that you will make an effort to be there for her and with her. The floor is yours.
Okay. You get it. I'll support you. I'll be there.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's what I wanted to hear. That's the whole reason we're here.
Oh, my work here is done.
I go to the gym all the time. My wife will go to the gym. If somebody approaches her, to be honest, I let her do her thing.
Right.
If she's in trouble, I could see her across the gym and she'll give me the eye or whatever.
Like, yo, come get me.
But I'm not gonna come over and, altercation. I'll come over, give her a kiss on the cheek, give her a hug, you need anything, and then walk back.
Right, because that's where you've already established who you are in that
Right,
situation.
right.
And then fighting with the man over the mask in the butcher shop.
My God.
You knew I was gonna go berserk on that, right?
I just look over to you. Your wife just lost her mom. Do it for her.
Doing it for her does not seem to be a part of his mindset.
No, it's not.
I'm not sure if that's gonna ever work.